Yeah! Welcome to FIZZLETEATS. As the fan-controlled show, the official companion show to fan-controlled football, the only real-life sports league that gives the power to the fans. That means you make all the choices, you make all the decisions. Your voice matters, and your voice matters here on this show too, because you decided we're called FIZZLETEATS. I'm Jeff, 2 N's, 1 T Cannata, and I'm joined by some of my favorite people on the planet. That's right, it's Josh Macuga, Patrick Dees, and the commissioner himself, Ray Austin. Welcome, fellas.
Jeffrey.
Is it a shock to all of you? I black out. I leave the show every week and I forget what we were named until right now. They just kept giving.
It's a good thing Jacob takes notes.
Correct.
Because I forgot as well. When we had Jeff reminding us, I would be reminded of what the show was called previously. But I enjoy a little FIZZLETEAT here and there.
I copped out. Ray, you're jamming. You're
Hey,
jamming.
I was just waiting. I was waiting. Y'all go just see me still jamming. I'm jamming to the new Drake.
Look at Ray's flashy FCF shirt. It's got a little that's like actual gold on there.
Yeah.
There's weird pieces of swag here that some people have and some people don't. Like that compression shirt is highly coveted. Nobody knows where it came from. A bunch of us, one can't have it. Ray's got it.
These are the football ones. All the football guys got these, so that's why.
Oh, the football guys. I see how it is.
FBO, VBO, FO. It's a whole bunch of O's.
Gotcha.
Hey, we got a great show for you, ladies and gentlemen. It is opening night for the NFL tonight, and we're gonna have some fun with that too. We're gonna be picking some games. We're gonna be drafting some players. We're gonna have a little friendly competition among the four of us. I mean, I say friendly now. We'll see how it goes. But it's gonna be fun. We're each gonna draft a QB for week 1. We're each gonna pick 3 games. The tonight's game, the Thursday night game, the Sunday night game, and the Monday night game. And we'll see how we do on our picks over the course of the season. And we're still counting down to season 2.0 of fan-controlled football. We got some cool stuff to talk about. I mean, hopefully you've been checking out our awesome YouTube channel because it has really excellent content, high-quality content. I tried to say content and quality at the same time, and it came out qualtent. But it is great qualtent.
Qualtenty?
It's like edutainment. I kind of love qualtent. I'm stealing the
You couldn't wait to say that into a meeting too. You were like edutainment. I was like,
I believe, Dees, I believe in certain parts of East Texas, the word qualtent was used to describe many a Jeffrey Cannata.
Never gonna end. It's never gonna end.
Never did one come short of pure qualtent. Jeffrey, take it away.
Never gonna end. Ray, I understand there was a new motivational Monday this Monday. What was your motivation this week?
My motivation is it was always the hustle. It's the hustle, the persistence, the knowledge, and the success. All that wrapped into one. We talked about Jeremiah Patasi. Come on, let's go. Let's just start there. Like he's with the P squad. He's in the practice squad. He's got everything in front of him to just be successful now. So and we also talked to about Anton McBee, one of our coaches. He's working on his rap career, and if you check him out, I've been listening to him. A lot of the guys in the bubble knew that he could rap, and so I just wanted to put him on too. So every week we're just going to just showcase fans, players, team owners, all kind of cool things. You guys, anybody that's doing anything positive or motivational.
So I had the my graphics guy, who's an absolute legend, redo the Josh Macuga for Jeopardy logo and because in the old one I have hair.
Dude, it's pushed back. It's
pushed back. It's not slick back. Okay, it's pushed back. And so I had him redo it with less hair to really just listen. If I don't do it now, it as I saw the guest hosts that came out and thought to myself, and what happened with the actual host, and now what's going on. I'm now going full when I wasn't full tilt before. I was full tilt before. Now it's like overwhelmingly full tilt. So as you and inspiration from you, Ray. As honestly, every time you talk about people chasing things, it inspires me. So listen, never say never.
Yeah. Like, serious question though. Like, Josh, how can we help? Right? Like, I don't think
I'm just about to say the same thing. Yeah, man.
How do we agree? I mean, like, that chat is filled with some incredibly awesome people. Like, how do we rally this? How do we throw our weight behind you here?
Yeah. We do. Here, listen, the Jiggaman Porto and his crew over there have been hyping me up on their show, which does not go unnoticed, and I very, very much appreciative. I've been talking to some people that know some people in some places. The person that has basically been in charge of has been tasked with finding the new host of Jeopardy, because from what I'm being told, it's still anybody's ball game here. I mean, it's not, they haven't made a decision and they're kind of far off from it. So anybody that knows anybody at Sony Pictures Television, anybody at Embassy Row, the Merv Griffin Company, if you have managers or agents that are looking to take on a client that could, put me in front of the right people, at least just for an interview or a conversation, because the people at Jeopardy know who I am. I went to the taping. They have my buttons. I've been told by multiple people that the writers still have them on their desk. Like it's one of those souvenirs that people at Jeopardy have. Here at this point, and I'll say it like this: wouldn't you want a Cinderella story hosting?
At this point? Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Dude, you got me just thinking about it. I'm like, oh shit, right.
Jeopardy.
Yeah, it's not just another celebrity. It's not somebody that's been hosting and been on the news for the last 30 years. I know a lot of people wanted LeVar Burton, and I understand that. I mean, he is reading Rainbow.
Sure.
And I'm not taking anything away from that situation at all. And if you don't chase it and you don't prove, like, if somebody were to go back and look and say, who is Josh Macuga? Because if it got announced that I was the next Jeopardy host, everybody would be digging at me, right? Because of where we are. They couldn't say that I wasn't somebody that wasn't after this job and doing everything humanly possible to try and get it.
Yeah, dude. Think about Ryan Seacrest, man. He was a nobody on whatever this new show, this reality show, and it was him and another guy. Remember?
Yeah.
When it first started, it was two guys that started that show. Yeah. And then he dropped off, not wanting more money or whatever. I can't remember what it was, but now look at Ryan Seacrest's career, man.
Totally.
I love it, man. I love it, man.
I appreciate it. So I know there's a lot of people out there that probably think I'm crazy or it's like beating a drum, but let me just beat that damn drum. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Man, that's what's I think it's awesome. I love
that. Have you considered framing your pitch in the form of a question?
Jeff, you know what is crazy that you say that? Somebody reached out to me on Instagram, a good friend, and he was like, what if they did you had somebody interview you for the job and you answered every question, every answer in the form of a question? And I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm willing to do anything.
Dream job.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes, it's just running down, practice squad, whatever it takes to get in that. I watched the end of that, Hard Knocks, and when they signed the Azor Kamara, I mean, if you don't have tears in your eyes when they signed that guy, something wrong with you. That was just magical, and it just goes to show you keep following that dream. You work hard. There you go.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited for football to be back on the air. I've been since FCF finished up. I've been jonesing for some football.
Yes.
One might say I am ready for some football.
Yes, Jeff. Very proud of you. Well done.
Also, hey, we got another owned and operated episode 4, which is called Come Hell or High Water. That is coming soon. So like I said, keep your eye on that YouTube channel, the FCF YouTube channel, because there's really excellent content right now. There may not be new games being played yet, but that doesn't mean there's not great content that you want to keep your eye out for. So subscribe, get in there and check it out.
I will say real quick, Jacoby Boyer in chat says, have you tried standing out front of the studio with a big sign yet? As many times as I've pitched that to other people, they're like, do not do that. Because It kind of reeks of desperation just a little bit. Although I'm not a little bit desperate, it'd be like, is he making a joke about this, or is he really serious? And I think the serious nature of it is going about the ways that I can try and go about it and having the right people vouch for me, as opposed to setting up a lectern on Culver and standing outside of the Sony lot and just being like, what is me? And
you don't want to be a sideshow. You don't want to be a sideshow. You want to be a professional, and you are a professional. So it's like, you don't want to turn yourself into a sideshow.
Yeah.
But that grassroots stuff does help though, right? Like, constant social messages blowing them up, like having a groundswell of people on socials. You're the signed Jeopardy of Jeopardy.
Thank you. Yes, I will take that. Yeah. Less of a Minnesota accent, but the signed Jersey.
Not much less. All right, let's dive in. I'm really excited about we got game predictions and we got our draft. So let's start with some game predictions, because tonight is NFL kickoff night. And man, it's exciting. I as a cord cutter, I have been doing way more research than you should need to figure out how the hell to watch the game tonight. Yes, Amazon Prime's going to have Thursday night games, but not until week 5.
What the farts? It's NFL Network?
NFL Network exclusively, but also maybe YouTube TV. But also it's real weird. Twitch, possibly also. I don't know.
Twitch? Okay, here's the thing, is that the Thursday night games since inception have been a bit of a botch. Do you know what I mean? Players don't love them.
Yeah.
Right? Players don't love them. It creates a short week. You don't know where to find them. At first, it was just NFL Network. Then it was CBS and NFL Network. Then it was NFL Network, Amazon Prime. And so they keep switching people, and we don't know where they are. Right? Yep. And two,
it's super weird.
Uverse, which I have, which is a major company, doesn't have NFL Network. They had some sort of dispute, and they're like, forget about it. You don't get NFL Network. So I don't have access to it. I've had to access if like the Steelers are playing, I've had to either go to a friend's place, go to a bar, access a friend or cousin or brother's account in order to get that NFL game. And that is a shame, because it's already a tough enough game. They took away. You guys remember how magical Thursday night college games were, right? Remember that?
Yes. And now you've shortened your rehab, your getting, your film study, all that stuff going on a Thursday night, man. I already know guys are like, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Totally.
It's crazy.
Tonight is literally the only good Thursday night game from a player's perspective, right? Because it's the first game.
Yeah, it's just the first one.
And then you get like a long week after it. But that's it. That's the only one. Yeah.
I asked, and Ray, you know this more than anybody, so you could probably concur. But so I had a friend playing in the league for a long time, and I said, what's the hardest part about? And he said, waking up on Monday morning, because you can't feel your body and everything hurts. And then Tuesday, you're just starting to get kind of mobility back. Wednesday, it's like, all right, let's do a walkthrough of practice. Thursday, kind of full speed. So you're saying your body has no time. So Thursday, you're supposed to play another game? Like, what are we doing? And then we add a 17th game. I mean, Tunch Ilkin just passed away. He was a Steelers announcer of ALS. And we're talking about adding another game?
Your Monday is light, but it's film study. But your Tuesday is completely off. But really, it's not, because that's your rehab time. Because Wednesday's practice, and then you got a full day of practice on Thursday or a game. Come on, man! Like,
all right,
rough.
What's that doing on guys' bodies from a 17 weeks? It's just too much. I don't know.
It's brutal.
Just me,
No, I'm with you, man. It's brutal on fans too. It's brutal on fans. It really is. I mean, Let's just say you played, like for me, Steelers, right? Let's say on Sunday we played the Browns, and then we got a short week to then go play the Ravens or the Bengals, like 2 division games back to back on short weeks. That's the whole. That could be the whole season right there.
Yeah.
So
tonight we have.
Sorry,
it's okay. No, I'm right there with you on that rant, man. I'm right there with you. Tonight we have the world champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers, led by the Golden Boy himself, Tom Brady.
That's such a weird thing to say, isn't it?
It is weird.
It's so weird.
Never
Jordan in the Wizards jersey.
It will never go down right.
Yeah. Did you say the Wizards jersey?
I can't handle it.
Which jersey? The Wizards? You say the Wizards?
No. Do you remember when Jordan played for the Wizards?
Yeah.
Even that jersey, it's just not like it's that. It's just like, wait, what? It's so
You're right.
weird.
You're 100% correct.
Photoshop.
Yeah.
They are playing America's team. Your Dallas Cowboys.
Not mine. No, sir.
As
Not
Americans,
I
our
think
team.
If you're a Cowboys fan, that's a serious character flaw.
So we're picking winners. I think we're going straight up. Although my inclination is to go against the spread because the spread is
well. Let's talk that out.
Yeah.
Let's talk
What's the
that
spread?
out.
I think it's 7.5 to Tampa. I think it's Tampa and 7.5, which is a pretty big spread. So in order to beat the spread, Tampa would have to win by 8, which means if we're playing the spread and you pick Dallas, even if Tampa wins by a field goal or a touchdown, you still got the right pick because Dallas, you know. Because Tampa didn't cover the spread. Yeah. I think that's more challenging, more interesting. It might be a little more confusing for the audience, but I'm open to what you guys think.
Ray and Dees. I'm
inclined to say, I'm with Jeff. I think in a vacuum, I'd play the spread, but playing straight up with the fans, I think it's a little bit more accessible.
Let's go straight up.
Okay. So Ray, who'd you pick tonight?
I mean, I had to go with the Bucks. I mean, for so many reasons, and I hate Dallas, so let's just start there. So that was not hard at all. So I'm going with Tampa Bay.
You're going to see that team through a lot of my picks. I'm a very emotional picker, so I'll definitely go with underdog because I'm just rooting for people very hard. But I'm absolutely with you. If the spread were reversed, I would still be picking the Cowboys. Yes, and Gronk's on my fantasy team, so I gotta, it's one of those things I'm rooting for.
Okay. All right.
Did anybody not pick the Bucks?
Okay. Now here's the thing. I'm also an emotional picker, and this is going to be the only week probably that I go with the Dallas Cowboys because I'm fresh off this watch.
Okay.
I'm fresh off the watch of Hard Knocks. Okay. And I got to tell you, I have a really soft spot right now for Dak Prescott. I really wish he didn't play for the Cowboys, but he seems like such a nice human being. Seems like such a good guy. Did you guys see that video of him talking to Trayvon Diggs' son? I mean, it was so cool. He was such a good dude. I'm taking the Cowboys in a shocker. They shock the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay. And you know why? Because I don't want to root for Tom Brady. I'm over it.
Well, I understand that. For me, this is a lose-lose situation with these two teams.
Yeah. It really was. And this was an emotional pick for everybody. You can tell. So
I think I give you a lot of credit, Josh, for going with the Cowboys because this could be the week that you just zoom right ahead of us because I'm taking the Bucks too. Yeah, okay. I think actually Tampa Bay is better right now than they were at the end of last season, and they won the Super Bowl. Ooh. So I think early in the season, Brady's fresh. He's rested. He's 44. He's not, but the early part of the season is where he's going to I think they're going to crush people first 3 or 4 weeks of the season.
I heard something this morning that this is his 300th regular season start. And if he wins, he's the first quarterback since Vinny Testaverde over the age of 44 to win a game. And I feel like I could be mistaken, but did Testaverde at 44 win the game with the Jaguars? I may have to have somebody look that up for me. I don't remember, but I know it wasn't like the Jets or somebody.
I have no recollection of Vinny Testaverde playing for the Jaguars. But
me neither.
Or was it the Tampa Bay Bucks? Because he did play for Tampa, I believe.
But he was with the Jets with me in 2000. So
that maybe it was the Jets.
Okay.
Well, I'm impressed. I'm impressed Macuga went with the Cowboys. But all right. So 3 of us with the Buccaneers, Macuga with the Cowboys. Moving on. We got the second game we're doing, which is the Sunday night game, which is the Los Angeles Rams.
Guys, sorry, timeout. I apologize. So he started with Tampa, then he went to Cleveland, then Baltimore, then the Jets for a while, obviously with Ray. Then he went to Dallas quickly, back to the Jets. Then he went to the Jets. Yep. Back to the Jets. Then he went to New England. Then he won at age 44. He won with the Carolina Panthers, which it's not the Jaguars, but like similar, and they came to the league at the same time, I think.
Yeah, I can see why you would think that because like the jerseys are dark. I get that. I get it. I get it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So Los Angeles Rams hosting Ray Austin's Chicago Bears. The line on this one is also 7.5, by the way, to the Rams. Really? The Rams, by the way, maybe one of the teams to be real scared of, especially for my Niners in the NFC West. Dramatic trade at the quarterback position this year. What do we think? Ray, what do you got?
I mean, I can't go against the Shield. I think I'm going to start off with Chicago. This is the first game. You got to root for the first game first. Just first one out. Andy Dalton.
I was going to say the Red Rockets playing, right?
Yeah, he's there, and I think he's going to be great. I hope he's there for 5 to 8 games, and then we need to see Justin Fields. I think there needs to be a transition. I think that's a great way to have a vet quarterback underneath that rookie ready to go. The reason I like Justin Fields, man, because I remember him from Georgia. He just was running everywhere. And I mean, he was with Ohio State too, but I remember when he was in the SEC, and I was like, this dude can play. So I can't wait to see him. We haven't had a quarterback in Chicago for minutes. Shouts out to Andy for I know he's going to do it. No problem. But
Josh, would you consider Andy Dalton a Ginger Ninja as well? Or
I would 100% consider him a Ginger Ninja. Sure. He is less ginger, more like fire red. So he's more like, he's a fireman out there, just putting out fires. Or starting them, depending.
Yeah, we're starting them. I chose the Rams. Because I knew Ray was going to be ride or die Chicago. I just wanted some controversy on this shit. I mean, I didn't realize that the spread was 7, but I'm also going with the Rams.
Yeah. I remember Justin Fields, Ray, because he got recruited and signed at Penn State, and then he did not go there.
He didn't go to Penn State? Yep. I remember.
The collective alumni, board went insane. We were like, we got him, we finally got a quarterback. Yeah. And then he didn't go to Penn State. So
got the number 4 jersey being sold right now in the NFL, though. So,
damn. Okay.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going to also go Los Angeles Rams. Nothing about where I currently live, but I am
I can take the bump. I'm going to take the bump.
Nothing. I have personally really rooted for Matthew Stafford his whole career, and I'm hoping that he gets a chance to win in LA.
I think he's going to win. I think he's what that team needs. I think I'm scared personally. NFC West looks real strong this year. And I'm worried this team's going to put up a lot of points. They're going to put up some points. And I've moved away from Los Angeles, and they are a mortal enemy for my 49ers. And yet I am also picking the Rams because I think they're going to beat Chicago.
All right. So Ray and I are the only ones on limbs in the first two picks here.
Exactly.
We got some risk. We got some balls. But
you guys came in with the intestinal fortitude, which I like to see. All right, so that brings us to the Monday night game, which
the Ravens and
Raiders
and the Vegas Raiders. I think the Raiders are very much improved this year. Baltimore looks like one of the top teams in the AFC. A lot of people picking them to go to the Super Bowl this year.
The Ravens? They're picking the Ravens to go to the Super Bowl.
I've heard some people pick the Ravens to go to the Super Bowl. No?
Wow.
Jeff, stop listening to your Baltimore podcasts. Because that is pure insanity. Okay.
Really? I think it's pretty. I mean,
first of all, today on their practice field, and I'm not. This is very tragic and sad. Both their starting cornerback and their starting running back went down with ACL tears. Back-to-back today in back-to-back plays in practice.
I did not hear that.
Back-to-back plays in practice.
Yeah. Oof.
Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me?
Brutal.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Baltimore here, and that's, again, an emotional pick because Las Vegas is a garbage town for monster people. I am rooting for Baltimore. Plus, I have them in the fantasy team.
Dees with the head of tourism bureau quote of the week. Las Vegas.
Honestly, so Vegas would use that as a positive.
I know they would.
We're a garbage town. We're a garbage town for monster people. Tickets available now.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. I wouldn't pick Baltimore if the other team forfeited. So I'm going heavy on the Raiders. I love John Gruden, and I really enjoy Derek Carr and the Raiders. I really hope they win. I've been a Raiders fan since Bo Jackson. Unless they're playing the Steelers, I'll root for the Raiders. So give me the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh, Bo.
Man,
Ray, where are you headed on this one?
Damn, you know what? Oh, this has got me all over the place. I didn't see the injury report. That hurts.
Yeah, me neither.
Two starting cornerbacks go down. That's saying a lot.
No, corner Peterson and the running back Gus. I forget the last name on the guy.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go with my guns and stick with the Ravens. I mean, Lamar Jackson is. I love to see him play. Look, I'm a Gruden fan. I've always been a Gruden fan. If there's one team I would have wanted to play for, it was that team with him being the coach. So, but I got to go with the Ravens.
Running back Gus Edwards, Ray, and cornerback Marcus Peters. Both of them went down.
Oof,
I saw.
brutal.
So that's interesting. I saw Peters, and I didn't know. I didn't look into that. So that's my bad. Damn.
Wow, that's rough.
Because I heard the same thing. You know, they were. I love the Ravens, man. I think they're so close. They're building. I mean,
Lamar
Casey
just amazing.
Lamar Jackson's amazing. He's just. I've been following him since he was at Louisville, so it's. I'm glad to see his success, but yeah, that hurts, man. Damn. Yeah. That's a big. First, not even first game yet. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I picked the Ravens as well. The line on them, they get 4.5 as the visiting team. So Vegas, the home dog. So that's basically 7.5 points according to Vegas. It's not how I do all my picks, but it weighed in a bit. And I don't know. I think the Raiders are going to put up some wins this year. I think they are much improved, and I think they're going to score a lot of points as well. But I picked the Ravens.
Okay.
So that's our 3 games of the week. You can play along with us week to week. I think we're going to consistently try to pick the Thursday night game, the Sunday night game, and the Monday night game, and go through the weeks, and we'll see where we stand at the end of the season and who reigns supreme on the prognostications. But that is not the extent of our competition. No. We have a draft that we are also going to do. Each week, we're going to select a skill position or maybe even an entire defense. We'll figure it out as we go. But one player or team, and we're going to use fantasy points. I think we're using Yahoo official scoring, and see who gets the most points in the week. And the only fair way to do that is to draft the player at the position, because we're all going to do the same position.
Yeah.
But then we thought, boy, how do we just determine draft order? And our genius producer, Annalise, came up with the best possible way to do that. The only fair way, the only scientific way to determine draft order. And that is pig races.
Let's go. I had no idea what was coming out of your mouth. I had no clue. You're like the only
We've all been assigned a color.
Okay.
We're gonna watch. Wait. We got another color. Don't start it yet. We've all been assigned a color. I don't know. I don't know. I've not seen this. I have no clue what this video is. But before this video was selected, we were all assigned a color. Okay. And there's going to be a pig in this video for each color.
Okay.
And the order that the pigs finish the race is going to be the order. Oh, it's not pigs. Sorry, it's not pigs. It's geese. I'm sorry.
Geese. It's a goose race. It's a geese race.
Geese. Annalise says geese.
Geese, my guy.
Geese. All right.
Okay.
It just shows you I have not seen this video. Is that I got the animal, the barnyard animal wrong.
Okay.
Okay. Geese. Gooses. Geeses. Okay. So, Annalise, are you able to tell us our colors before?
You're red, Jeff. You're red. Oh. Ray is orange. I'm green. And dark blue for Dees.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay. Let's go red. Okay, here we go.
Number 4, they're set to go.
Come on, green. Come on, green. Go, green. Go. Go.
Come on.
Go, green. Go.
Oh, no.
Wingspan on my guy.
What happened? We stopped.
Keep going.
Red is the winner. So that was not orange. Was orange the winner?
No, that's red. Is that red?
Red, orange, blue, green.
Okay.
Red, orange, blue, green.
Me, Ray,
my goose
Patrick,
really just
Josh.
stopped working
I
there
kind
at
of
the
take
end.
the dark blue a little personally. Did you see the glandular freak that was my goose? He was 7 times the size. And it was a comment on my wingspan.
That's very true. I think that's exactly
what
it is.
Taking a shot. I think
that
was.
I'm told that every week it will be different. And you'll have to tune in to find out how we will determine the draft order.
Incredible. Just perfect.
Yeah. So thank you to Annalise and Jacob for making that happen. But it does mean I get to pick first, the quarterback.
Jeff first, Ray second, Patrick third, Josh fourth.
So the question, fellas, is whether I take Mahomes or Lamar Jackson.
Is that a question?
Because those are my top two choices. And Kansas City's playing Cleveland. We already know Baltimore's playing Vegas. I'm gonna take Patrick Mahomes. Taking Patrick Mahomes.
Smart choice.
Okay. All right.
Smart.
All right.
Ray, your pick.
I mean, you gave me what I wanted, so it is what it is. It's weird. We're gonna go ahead and take Lamar Jackson. Go ahead, just
Lamar Jackson. All right. Okay. All right. Dees. I'm coming up in the rear.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen against my Steelers.
Against your Steelers, man.
That's a slap in the face. It's a slap in the face, Macuga.
How dare you,
that guy, man. Love Josh Allen. So this will be the one game, Josh. I feel like.
Okay. All right.
Mahomes, Lamar, Josh Allen, and Roethlisberger. Let's go.
No. Here, you think I'm gonna go? You think I'm gonna go Roethlisberger? You do think I'm gonna go Roethlisberger, huh? Right? You think I'm gonna do it? No. I'm going out of left field. The sexiest pick, the quarterback they've been talking about all off season. He had a veteran in front of him, and they released the veteran. That's right, Josh Mac Jones, Macuga. Mac Jones, New England starting quarterback. The next era in New England football.
Okay.
I don't really even like the Patriots, but I love Mac Jones. Give me Mac Jones all day long.
Who's New England playing this week?
I don't know, and I don't care.
He doesn't even care.
It's passion, baby. That's
passion.
passion.
I love it. Yep.
Bold pick. Oh, they're playing Miami.
See, there you go. I don't even know if Miami's got a good defense, but I see Mac Jones going 28 of 37, 3 touchdowns, 325, 40 on the ground. Let's go. Come on.
So Jacoby Boyer in the chat says, Mac Jones, I drafted him in my league as a joke.
Oh, burn shakalaka. Just you wait until next week when I am sitting reign supreme. I'll be like Jeff as King Lear in East Texas's production of King Lear. To be on, it is me, King Lear.
No.
Wow.
Jeff, you have no idea. So Josh came and visited me this past weekend and hung out for some time, and he'd walk out, just randomly walk into the room. He'd be like, to me. It's constant. It was like for hours. It was amazing.
It's amazing how much mileage you can get knowing literally one Shakespeare quote.
Correct.
He literally just referenced Lear and couldn't come up with a single Lear quote.
No. I am a king. A king is me.
He only knows there's a king in it because the title is King Lear.
Thou shalt not jeer, King Lear.
Blow ye winds and crack your cheeks, Josh.
Oh, the old cheek cracking of King Lear.
All right. Enough making fun of me. It's time for a little bit of trivia, and that means we need a guest to come on and hang out with us to challenge. I believe we're challenging Mr. Patrick Dees this week with a fan guest, the one, the only Freddie Airmail himself. Thomas Weidman is here.
What's up?
Freddie Airmail, you legend. What's up, dude?
So the first thing I need to know is
answering every question that came up on the show. He's like, I realized at that point that my chances of winning this trivia are absolutely zero. So very excited to go down to a man of your caliber.
Yeah. So Thomas, awesome. I need to know the story behind the Freddie Airmail moniker, because it's a little bit of a distance between Freddie and Thomas, right?
Yeah, that's true. So when I was at Notre Dame, my freshman year in my dorm, they gave everyone, the upperclassmen gave everyone like nicknames. And I was kind of a shy and reserved guy at that point. And so no one was really talking to me before the nicknames dropped. And since Freddie Airmail is Freddie's a real name, it stuck in a way that the other nicknames didn't stick.
All right. So they just called you Freddie because they didn't know your name?
I'm using it as an alias. Yeah.
I love it.
On the internet.
What hall were you in at Notre Dame?
O'Neill.
All right. Mm-hmm. I know that's like a big deal at Notre Dame. Everybody's the halls is
kind
like
of
everything.
the substitute for a Greek system.
Yes.
Notre Dame. Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to go to Notre Dame there, Freddie, and I didn't get in, so no big deal. My parents were so proud. They were so proud.
Josh, just don't mention that in the Jeopardy audition.
I'll make sure I quote King Lear in my Jeopardy.
I was going to say, things to stay away from.
Yeah. They say in Texas they have only steers, but if you look closer, you'll find King Lear.
Whoa!
All right, I'm an idiot. All
right. Let's play the game.
Great song.
Hold on the title. Hold on the title.
Hold. And light sound. Great work, Jacob.
So good.
Welcome, everybody, to Fan Controlled Trivia. I'm your host, Josh Macuga. Hashtag at Josh Macuga for Jeopardy. How this game works is Patrick Dees and Freddie Airmail will be going head-to-head. The first round of trivia is straight up multiple choice trivia. The first 1 to 3 wins that round. You each get a lifeline. Freddie, your lifeline will be King Lear himself, Jeff Cannata, and Patrick Dees, your lifeline is Ray Austin.
These will all be Shakespeare questions.
Correct. Everybody knows that. Second round of second round of Fan Control Trivia will be a Josh Brady style round, either or actual trivia questions. And the third round will be more Josh Brady style questions, but these are based on my opinion and or opinions of the other co-hosts on this program. Freddie, Are you ready?
I'm ready, Freddie.
All right. Yeah. And Patrick Dees, are you ready, sir?
No, not at all. This is going to be a slaughter. I'd be lucky if I get one. Let's do this.
Here we go. The golden domer himself. We start with Freddie Airmail, the pride of O'Neill Hall.
Hey, quick question though, Dees. Sure. What hall are you in at Notre Dame?
Oh, I didn't get into.
I thought all gingers got into Notre Dame. I just thought that was here. You're welcome. Okay, Freddie. First question. Here we go. Which game sold the most copies on the Sega Genesis? Was it NBA Jam?
2.
Oh, wow. And he came in hot, and he steals it before I even go to the multiple choice.
Wait, did he get that right?
We got that right. There you go.
That's Notre Dame style, baby.
Boom. Sonic the Hedgehog. There we go.
Patrick, you have no chance.
None.
No, I'm clear. Dude, people don't understand. Like every time there was a question during the actual show, Freddie's in the private chat being like, for 2007, he was here. He was answering stuff that we just said casually. So I understand what I'm up against there.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Patrick Dees, your first question. The score, Freddie 1, you 0. Who of the following has not performed during the Super Bowl halftime show? Okay. Diana Ross, John Belushi, Phil Collins, or Carol Channing?
Oh. I'm scanning Ray's face to see if he knows it, but I also don't want to go to my lifeline that early. I'm going to go with Belushi.
Belushi is correct. Give him the points all tied up.
Channing performed?
Carol Channing performed her hit, King Lear. King Lear.
Okay. She probably performed Hello, Jolly. Well, hello, Jolly. That's my Carol Channing impression.
That's pretty good. Pretty good, Jeff. Pretty good. All right. Freddie, here we go. Your second question. Which two players met at an NFL Pro Day before heading to the FCF together? Was it Andrew Jamil and DeAndre Francois? Was it Logan Beware the Ides of Marshy and Ladarius Galloway? Was it Slick Nick Williams and David Pindell? Or Quentin Flowers and Raphael Leonard?
That's a tough one. Jeff, you look like you want to step in here.
Oh, he's going for his lifeline.
That's the Jeff stepping in look.
Jeff, are you going for your lifeline, Freddie?
I am.
Okay.
I
Jeffrey.
believe the answer is B.
B? Freddie,
We'll
would
go
you
with
like
B.
to take that answer?
Sure.
All right, that is incorrect.
Oh,
You
I'm so
used
sorry.
the wrong Shakespearean lifeline. Patrick
Sorry.
Dees, your choice.
I'm also going to go to my lifeline here because Ray knows
Raymond.
these guys better than anybody on the planet, and he's going to know who knew when where. Can you go through the list again, Josh?
Yes.
A, C, D?
These two players met in an NFL Pro Day before heading to the FCF together. A, Andrew Jamil and DeAndre Francois. C, Slick Nick Williams and David Pindell. Or D, Quentin Flowers and Raphael Leonard. B has already been chosen, and that was incorrect.
I would say A, DeAndre Francois and Andrew Jamil.
Yeah, it's A.
A is correct. Give D's the points. Good use of a lifeline. Good use of a lifeline.
So sorry.
I need to see my lifeline record. I think I'm 3-0.
Yeah, I believe you are. I believe you are.
I think so.
All right. We go to Patrick Dees up 2-1 after a big steal. Patrick, aside from the United States, what other country does not use the metric system? Your answers: Kenya, Liberia, India, or Thailand? This is a tough question. This is an Annalise special right here.
I got to go with Liberia. I think, they're just notorious troublemakers. Everybody knows that. What's that old saying? Like, when in Liberia, you're in...
Stays in Liberia.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And Liberia, I'm going to the judges. That's correct, Patrick Dees. The first round of trivia. Wow. Freddie Airmail started off very, very hot with the video game trivia.
Yeah, so much for not having a chance.
It's okay. Listen, the underdog story, Freddie, the underdog story. Just like McNeil dorms, anything is possible in rounds 2 and 3 here of fan-controlled trivia.
Yep.
We will go. Somebody's mic. Is that my mic? Okay, here we go. Ray? Anybody?
Patented Austin technical difficulties.
Yeah. There you go. You're good now. We're good now. Okay, here we go. We're going to go into this, Josh, as the NFL season kicks off this next round of fan-controlled trivia. These, I've given you very easy questions. These are either people who played quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers or just names I made up. Okay? So,
awesome.
We've got 10 of these on
Ren
the board.
Bothlisberg.
Okay, there are 10 of these. We're each worth a point. We start with Freddie Airmail. Number 1, Freddie, Dick Shiner.
That's got to be real.
That is real. Give him the points. Dick Shiner, a 1960s quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Patrick Dees, your next quarterback. Bobby Fenton.
That's real.
That is not real. I made him up. I mean, there probably is a Bobby Fenton out there, but he didn't play for the Steelers.
There's probably a few, yeah.
Okay, over to Freddie. Freddie, Kent Bentley.
This is the best one you've done.
So good.
This is the best game you've done. Just goofy names.
I'm going to say that's fake.
That is fake. 2 points for Freddie Airmail. Kent Bentley. That's made up. All right. Back to Patrick Dees. Patrick, how about this guy? Did he play quarterback for the Steelers? Johnny Maddle. Johnny Maddle.
Super fake.
That is fake. That's fake. You got me on that one. Okay. Back
I'm just
to
gonna
Freddie.
say whatever really confidently, right? Like, if I say it confidently,
yeah, that's
I think
fake.
I'll get it.
Yep.
You gotta project
All right.
confidence.
Freddie, here we go. Ed Matestic.
I can't imagine you came up with that on your own, so I'm going to say it's real.
That is real. Freddie Freddie's feeling it. All right. Patrick, Warren Heller.
Also fake.
Nope, he's real. Freddie up 3-1.
You don't remember the Heller era?
Come on, he was great. 1970. All right. Ed Freddie Airmail, Rudy Bukic.
He's not the best Rudy out there, but I'm gonna say real.
Real is correct.
What?
Freddie Airmail is crushing this. Rudy Book, it's real.
Rudy Bukic is real.
Yep. Patrick Dees.
Where did they get these players from?
Let's just say the Steelers weren't very good until the 1970s. All right. Patrick Dees. Nelson Hully. Nelson Hully.
That's real.
That's fake. 100% fake. I made that one up.
Actually, can we fact check that? Because I'm pretty sure he played there.
Freddie Airmail. Ron Smith.
I'm gonna say real because it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You already won, and Ron Smith is real.
Oh,
It's a complete. Let's see if he can get this last one for Patrick Dees. Don Stasic.
Super real. That guy was a baller.
Nope, he was my high school shop teacher. Actually, bartended at the local bar and worked as a shop teacher in my high school. Hey yo! All right. So it's all tied up in rounds. So the winner of the next round wins wins fan control trivia as we go into a super Josh Pretty style round. Now, today the newest trailer for the new Matrix movie dropped, and Jeff refused to watch it, as he called himself an unsullied person. He doesn't like to watch trailers of movies. Is this correct, Jeffrey?
This is correct.
Yeah.
I stay completely unsullied.
Which I'm going to do a whole episode about that next week. So if we can do kind of a deep dive into the origins of being Unsullied, would like to.
Sure. There's a show name right there.
Unsullied. There it is. Yep. The Unsullied. Banana Lee says show name Rudy Bukic is real.
Oh, that's the show name.
Pretty good. Okay, here we go. What these are is, as we know in the Matrix world, all of the sequels are like Matrix Revolutions, Matrix Reloaded, right? So
all our names. Yeah.
All our names. So I'm going to do my best Jeff Cannata impression, and I'm going to give you the Matrix with an R word, and you're going to say yes or no. Okay? And these are based on Ray's opinion and or Jeff's opinion. So Freddie, you get Jeff. If Jeff likes it, he's going to hold his thumb off camera and bring it in either up or down. And Ray, same thing. Dees, you go on Ray's opinion.
Counting on you, man.
Here we go. We start with Freddie. It's tied 1-1 in categories. Here we go. Freddie. And this is on Jeff's opinion. The Matrix Radiance. Ooh, shiny.
Wait, I can't do it yet. Sorry.
He's going to say no. Jeffrey. Oh, give him the point.
I liked Radiance. I liked Radiance, but the ooh shiny just tipped it over the top.
Ooh, shiny. Okay, here we go. Dees and Ray. Here we go. Remember to keep your hand off screen, Ray. The Matrix Rationality. Let's get rational.
That's a big no. That is a no.
That's no. It's tied up. It's tied up. All right, here we go.
Right.
Dees and Freddie. The Matrix Rapture. According to people that hold signs outside of Comic-Con, it's coming. He likes it.
Oh, he got it right.
Oh, it's another point.
The Comic-Con reference, it's my people.
Yep. All right. 2-1. Dees, Ray, here we go. The Matrix Reactivate. Did you forget your password? Let's reactivate it.
Oh, man, Ray's got his poker face. I didn't say anything yet.
Oh, no. Oh, no. The points have been forfeited.
Okay.
The points have been forfeited. 2-1, Freddie. Freddie, coming back to you. You and Jeff.
Right.
The Matrix Reception. They're married now.
Jeff's trying so hard with the
Unbelievable. Okay, 3-1. Dees and Ray, got to get this point. The Matrix Reciprocity. You do you, I'll do me.
Ray likes it. Ray's feeling that one.
Yeah.
All right, 3-2.
All right.
Jeff, Freddie, here we go. The Matrix Recycle. Put it in the right bin, you heathens. He doesn't like it.
I loved it.
I like that one. 3-2. They could tie it right here. Ray and Dees could tie it. Here we go. This is the 8th one. The Matrix Repartee. They're talk fighting. I know talk foo.
Ray hates it. Ray hates it so much.
Oh, no. It's all tied up. Freddie and Jeff.
So much.
Freddie and Jeff, here we go. The Matrix restructure. In the world of corporate greed, only the one can restructure based on a consultant's advice. I ran out of breath on that one. He likes it.
Yeah,
Oh, he likes it. Okay. We either tie and go back to regular trivia for a tiebreaker, or Ray and Dees lose 4-3. Here we go. The Matrix rejuvenation. It's a plastic surgeon's greatest hope to save the world.
Nope.
Doesn't like
Ray's
it.
not
No,
feeling it.
it's all tied up. It's all tied up. Unbelievable. Okay.
No, Ray's my work wife.
Here we go. Here we go. We're going to go back to regular trivia to settle the score. Settle the score. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
We start with Freddie Airmail. Freddie. What are the two colors in Freddy Krueger's striped sweater from the Nightmare on Elm Street? Is it red and blue? Is it orange and green? Is it red and green? Or is it blue and orange?
See, I'm not a movie guy.
Uh-oh.
Too bad you used your lifeline. I know this one.
I know.
Real good.
I'm gonna say A.
A is incorrect. Red and blue, incorrect. Back to Patrick Dees for the win.
What are the walk me through them again?
Okay.
It's not A.
Red and blue is out. So you've got
Who's out?
orange and green, red and green, or blue and orange. Freddy Krueger's
Red and green.
Red and green is correct. Patrick Dees takes the win in a barn burner. Freddie, thanks for playing. Congratulations.
Thanks for
Patrick.
having me.
So
The
much
pride
fun.
Can't believe a Freddie did me in.
Patrick wins.
Patrick
Freddie
wins.
beat Freddie. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that.
Unbelievable. What a game.
Freddie Airmail, tell people how they can find you on the socials. Anything you'd like to plug, please do.
They can find me on Twitter at Freddie Airmail with an underscore. There's an underscore in the middle of that.
All right.
And
You
then
pick
they
where
can
it
find me
is.
on Discord. I'm in the FCF Discord. They can find me at Freddie Airmail, all one word, no underscores, with the numbers 4598.
Boom.
Nice. Thank you so much for being here, man. It's been a blast having you, and thanks for supporting FCF.
Always.
Thank you, Freddie.
Thanks, Freddie.
All right, so we have last few minutes. You can get your suggestions of what this show should be called next week. We'll be putting up the poll very soon on what the show title should be next Thursday. So get those last suggestions in. Fellas, this was a fun one, real fun one. I'm excited. You guys gonna watch the game tonight?
I am going to watch the game tonight. It's I'm very excited for football.
Me too.
You know.
Yeah.
It couldn't come soon enough.
On the background.
Yeah.
I want you guys to know that my biggest surprise of going to Patrick Dees' house this past weekend was how large the baby Yoda or the actual Yoda is and how large that FCF sign is. You don't realize it looks small in this picture. It is gigantic.
Well, that's because Patrick Dees is gigantic. That's the thing. Yeah,
Look at that. It's huge. Huge. He's flying like the Ginger Ninja.
Yeah.
He's a screaming eagle.
You know, and by the way, too, a quick reminder for folks we didn't touch on it this week, but we've been speaking about it a little bit for weeks. But early next week, you'll start seeing the application for the fan council. So if you're watching the show, we want you as part of that. So remember, click that link, fill out the information. And again, if for whatever reason you're not chosen, hit me up, but we'll get you in there because we want this whole group to be part of that fan council. Help us make decisions, help steer this league, be in Slack with us, have early access to the builds of the app, all those types of things. So kind of a sneak peek of things to come. So get in there.
Yeah, and Omega O asked the question that everybody asks every week: when is next season? Obviously, that hasn't been announced yet, but this is the place to find it out. If you keep tuning in Thursdays at 3 p.m. Pacific time on twitch.tv/FCF, you can bet your bottom dollar that we will be telling you all that info as soon as we are able to tell it to you. So come hang out with us, have a little fun, have a little trivia time, and pick the NFL picks and all the fun stuff that we'll be doing in the meantime. But that news will be here, so please keep hanging out with us, and we'll get you that info as soon as we possibly can.
so much to announce, like new features for like fans and like cool ways they can experience the league. We've got 4 new ownership groups. Again, different ways to play, different ways to experience it. I'm being incredibly vague, but so much is coming. I know people have been anxious, but it's coming. We're grinding.
It's coming.
As Ray likes to say.
The show name poll is up now. You can vote on what we're going to be called. There's a theme in the proposed show title, and it's exactly what we've been talking about. Breaking news! ! Patrick promised news. News next week, hopefully, or my personal favorite, Rudy Bukic is real.
Rudy Bukic is real. I also, somebody suggested, although it was too long, you could have shortened it to garbage people in a trash city or whatever.
Garbage
city full of monster people. That is a good one. That is
it's a real good so good. I got to give one quick shout out before we go. I got to give a shout out to Mr. Ray Austin, because Ray, you gave me some advice about 5 weeks ago, and in the first month of the weight loss challenge, I've lost 12 pounds.
Come on.
So
congrats, dude. Is that intermittent fasting? What was the advice?
No, wake up every day. I do 10 minutes of abs, like 10 minutes of like yoga stretching, and that just gets my day going. And then I work out later in the day when I come home from work. But I get the blood pumping early in the morning, and I feel really good about myself. I take the baby and I do abs with her, and we do some, and it's great. It's really good.
I got the baby here.
Oh yeah. I love this. Yeah. Amanda comes out. She's like, the baby's not making any noise. I was like, because I'm lifting her all around. She doesn't have time to make noise.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Thanks.
I love that, man.
Yeah.
They call that HIB training, high intensity baby workout.
Well done, Jeff.
We should check in each week on kind of your progress.
Well, I can't. We do the weigh-in once a month on the channel, so I'm not weighing myself every week because I want like a surprise. But I am working hard, and I'm eating healthier, and I'm like less and whatever. This weekend was a little tough with food, but I'm working out more, and I'm feeling better about myself. So yeah,
that's awesome,
man.
Thanks, man.
That's great, dude. I love that. That's awesome.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Motivational Mondays. Get it on the YouTube. You'll get a little motivated, just like Macuga did. I got motivated early. I'm still doing the intermittent fasting that Ray was talking about. It's awesome. We're all improving.
Hey, and that's what it is. It's iron sharpens iron. That's one of the biggest quotes that I stand by. Is like we're all responsible for each other. So that's when he says that, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta stay on my shit now because he's watching. That's how it's supposed to be. You gotta chisel each side of the blade. Awesome.
That's amazing.
That's great, man.
Awesome.
Thanks. I love it.
Thank you. The poll is closed, and we are in fact going to be called Rudy Bukic is real next week, which I'm super happy about. Great title. Next
week, I'll be giving a full history of Rudy Bukic because I'm looking at it right now. And Ray, it appears he played for the Chicago Bears as well.
Oh shit!
Okay. Nickname, real quick before we go. Rudy the Rifle.
Oh,
Rudy Rocket Arm
Rifle.
Boom. I love it. Rudy Bukic. Big fans of Rudy Bukic here on the show. Thank you for joining us. Be back here next Thursday, 3 p.m. Pacific time, twitch.tv/FCF. Until then, power.